Matty, potentially not the prettiest of afternoons, but you've got the job done, the bonus point, and you've done what you needed to do this afternoon.
Yeah, I don't think we played very well in the first half. We played too much with the ball and we played too much width, and we didn't earn the right to go forward. So, and then the second half, we just were a completely different team. We earned the right to go forward, and we kind of played out the back where we wanted to. Their kind of outsides kind of shot in, and we kind of used the ball, and we're just a lot more smarter with that kind of thing. And we scored some really good tries, and we showed how we can play as well. So yeah, so obviously it's not probably how the performance that we wanted, but it's definitely the result that we wanted.
What do you think you put the slow start down to? Because would it be nerves? Would it be maybe taking the foot off the gas a little bit at the start? Because when Glossop scored, I imagine yourself included were probably a little bit shocked.
Yeah, well, we played into the wind in the first half as well, and obviously the wind at Scarborough is a complete kind of different story. So kind of we had to change the way that we were going to play, and I think it kind of took us maybe kind of 10, 15 minutes into that kind of half to work out how we were going to play into the wind. But then when we did work it out and we did use our hands and we supported really well, we scored some really kind of good tries. But yeah, and saying that, Glossop came to play. They showed up and we thought that we could probably catch them off guard with obviously a long kind of trip across. But they kind of really kind of fronted up, and they had some big guys in the centres and they just used them really well, and we just didn't get off the line and didn't shut them down. And we paid the price for that.
Individuals in particular, Matty, how's Will Renard doing? I know he had a lengthy period on the ground receiving treatment. How's he doing at the moment?
Yeah, it's his groin, I think, which obviously is just really kind of niggly. He's got loads of strength in it, but obviously kind of just the rotation kind of side of things in the position that he plays, that we didn't really want to risk it too much, so we kind of brought him off to make sure that he didn't kind of do any kind of more damage to it. So we'll assess kind of in the next kind of 2 or 3 days leading into trainings and see how we go.
And obviously rugby is a 17, 18 man squad, so there's everyone's played well today. But a word on Sam Dawson at 8, he had probably one of his best games in the Scarborough shirt.
Yeah, I said that to him after the game. I think he's going from strength to strength. I think we've found his kind of position at the moment, and we've given him a lot of freedom on the ball, and it's kind of fantastic to see. And obviously he's a player that loves to be kind of on the ball, and he loves to attack, and he's defending really well, and he's not really kind of taking any of kind of that energy out of the scrum and the front row kind of position. So 6 and 8 for him is absolutely fantastic, and it looks like he's just enjoying footy as well, which is good.
And the league table looks a little bit better now, doesn't it? You're up to 9th, albeit only up there because of games won. It makes for a fairly exciting last 2 games of the season, and you've got to go to Duke's Park next week, and that's a mega one, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I think they lost today. But we always knew that it was going to come down to obviously kind of Brid versus Scarborough, and they've got home advantage, which is obviously huge. I don't think we've kind of won there for maybe a couple of years from my kind of recognition. So it's going to be tough. They'll be looking to obviously do the same because. Obviously, when kind of 2 teams at the bottom of the table play each other, you're looking to kind of put a gap between the two. So they'll be kind of looking to kind of stamp their kind of authority in the league, and obviously same as us.
And I imagine there'll be a couple of disappointed members of your squad next week and when the team's announced, because you're going to have some really tough decisions to make with everyone back and available to play.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what it is, and that's what it's been for the last kind of few weeks. Is the lads that have played really well, and they know that people are chomping at the bit, and the seconds kind of coming through. Got some good kind of young colts that are kind of at that age of kind of like 17, 18 now as well, that are kind of looking to transition, and they're kind of training kind of like really hard, and they're looking to kind of make their kind of first team debuts as well. So that's really kind of pushing everyone on.